yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, the good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your f***ing cloud, it be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Welcome back, guys, to WWE 2K24 Myrise Unleashed. The story of Alexia LAZZARA has took a unique turn in this episode. In the last one, if you haven't seen that yet, it was mainly all about Psycho Sally, which was an enjoyable episode, but we're back here with the new look cap. Yes, that is. Do not adjust your sets. Alexia LAZZARA. This is a Troy Simkin, apparently backed by William Regal. New look for Alexia. They've took the fact that she was known as the captain back in TBD because she was the locker room leader and have decided to turn it into, well, this. Alexia is not happy about it, but again, which seems to be a theme of this episode, she's got behind it, giving it a go, even though it's not what she really wants. But you see the aggression out of her in this match, and it couldn't come at a better time, because if you've seen up the top right corner, we had only 5 minutes to do something in this match, and it's Shayna Baszler as well, who we know is a very, very tough woman. It's going to be almost impossible. I don't want to say it is impossible, because LAZZARA has shown some really good feats of almost importance I can't even talk right now. She's shown some what you would have thought to be impossible feats that she's accomplished already here and back, of course, in her TBD days, but she does not need drop kicks to the patella there from Shayna Baszler, who's straight into that pound and ground, and she will be very adept and very comfortable here. We know of her MMA background, of course, and she's putting that to good use now, but LAZZARA is just trying to fight on, but now Baszler is starting to get untracked in this one. That is not good news for LAZZARA. It's tough to beat Baszler anyway, but we mentioned the clock. And at the moment, Baszler's trying to go to work on the legs, but having a bit of trouble there, which is quite surprising coming from her. But we'll take it and we'll deliver her a flatliner, and that just might be enough. It's 1, it's 2, and there's still half of this match to go. But Baszler kicks out and keeps this one going. But Is she about to taste the big knee of Alexia LAZZARA? She's up on the shoulders and wham, there it is, middle of the ring, and this one is done and dusted. Alexia LAZZARA in her new look, successful in this match against the Queen of Spades, showing that again she might not be liking what she's being given here, but she's doing her best to work with it. And like I mentioned the other day, when it comes to being in the ring, all of that stuff seems to go away and she just gets the job done. And we see the text here from Troy, well, I wore it and it was officially a disaster. I mean, did you see it? How was it not gonna be? Troy says we're not selling it hard enough, and that's because she's saying that he didn't believe she was a captain. She's saying no, at least not that kind of captain, and he's like, not with that attitude. So
should I ask?
Saying it's our fault it didn't get over.
Should I call you Skipper? I'm sorry.
Honestly, I can't with you.
I said sorry. But you totally can with me. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here to drown your sorrows in the small pond that is TBD. Is it that Troy guy again?
Yep. And I can't even get a word in with Regal to talk about my concerns. I get he's busy, but come on.
Huh. It's not like you to have trouble getting people to pay attention to you. What's the issue?
I'm doing everything right, but I can't seem to catch a solid break. I don't want to just be on the roster. I want to climb to the top.
So you came home to complain at me?
It is kind of our thing.
True story.
At least whenever there used to be issues on the road or here in TBD, we'd put our heads together and figure it out. I can stand on my own, but it's a lot more fun to tread through the muck with you.
Well, are you having any at least?
Any what?
Fun?
A lot of the time, yeah. I still love wrestling and putting my all into matches, but the backstage politics feel like a chore sometimes. You're the one who told me to take advantage of this opportunity.
I told you to say yes to the adventure, not to overthink it. Honestly, I think you're holding back a little. Remember your debut? You didn't care about what anyone thought. You just went out there, and the WWE Universe loved every unfiltered second of it. You have great instincts, but you're trying too hard to toe the line. It's throwing you off.
So you think I need to try less hard?
You know what they say about trying to please everyone.
Everyone will love me, and I'll be wildly successful?
All I'm saying, the captain I know would trust her instincts and speak up if something didn't feel right for her, regardless of the consequences. He certainly would have with me. Whether it was in the ring, or on a boat.
Geneva, I'm leaving.
Fine, I'll leave you be. Hit me up if you need anything.
I think I got what I needed. I'll give doing what they want another chance, but I'll make sure to say my piece too. Thank you.
Regal, I was looking for you all over at the last show. Troy told me he already reached out to you, but your match is set. You'll be taking on Natalya in this one. That's not what we wanted to talk about. Can we chat, Regal? So Regal has disappeared once again, but he is a very busy man, as we know. And we're going to jump right into the action here with the captain. And it's quite interesting what we've just heard with Geneva and LAZZARA talking, because that's what we've been saying the whole time that the captain LAZZARA has been here. As we go into the cover, it's 1, it's 2. LAZZARA kicks out before the 3. But she was basically expressing to Geneva everything that we've been saying already. She feels like she's struggling to fit in. She's doing everything that's asked of her, even if it's not what she really wants to do. She's doing it anyway. And it just doesn't seem to be clicking for her. And we also heard her say as well that she still loves what she does. And in the ring, everything is still fine. It's just what they wanted to do outside the ring now is what's bothering her. But in the ring again, like we were just talking about, she gets the job done.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't.
Is this really how you see me? You know what? I've done everything they've asked of me. I've done everything you all have asked of me. Wearing dumb gear, playing nice with appearances, taking bad advice from WWE veterans. And you know what I've realized? No one knows my potential better than me. I am not just a spoke on this wheel. And I am not gonna wait until I'm at rock bottom to take control of my future. This is my story, and I'm taking it back.
Good. LAZZARA, everyone is stunned, but she
What do you
really
think you're
needed to
doing?
do that.
If you think you can just do whatever you want without any consequences,
That felt really good.
It was certainly unexpected. I don't recall a promo being planned for this evening.
I already told her.
Shut up, Troy. I don't recall a promo being planned. Haven't seen that sort of fire from you since your debut.
I'm not apologizing for what I said.
I don't recall anyone asking you to. But if you have more comfortable places to be than WWE, I'd be happy to release you from your contract.
That's how it's gonna be.
Yes, there have to be consequences for—
Shut up,
Troy.
But I have to ask, why did you sign with WWE in the first place?
Sir?
Did you sign here to be comfortable?
I didn't sign here to dog and pony show dumb creative decisions or feel like I should be thankful for every scrap.
You're a talented wrestler, but you can do that anywhere. If you came to WWE to be a superstar, to do what you can only do somewhere with the reach of WWE, to not just do the work, but to live the fantasy. I'm going to give you the greatest gift I can offer.
Best of luck in her future endeavors.
Shut up, Troy. Freedom. Get uncomfortable. Take big swings. Not just in the ring, but out of it. You want to be a WWE superstar? I think you might just have it inside you. Just promise me 3 things, and I'll have your back every step of the way.
What's that?
Put your whole heart into it, and don't be afraid to fail. It'll hold you back if you only attempt what you know you can do. Do those things, and I'll make sure your spot here is safe, whatever happens. So, what do you think?
I'm intrigued. And I'm in.
Brilliant!
But that was only 2 things. What's the third?
Oh, right you are. Promise me you'll never wear that ridiculous outfit. That I never approved, ever again.
That won't be a problem. You've got yourself a deal.
Oh, nice. We have been given creative control from William Regal.
Actually. I felt like
Question
I was
is,
a little alone
what
there for a
are
while.
we going to do with it now?
Alone with Troy, which is worse.
What do you expect for a new superstar? Besides, I wanted to see how you did on your own, sink or swim.
And this is swimming?
I should say so. I meant what I said before. You have free reign and creative control from here on out. So get out there, be bold, make mistakes. I'll cover you with upper management, whatever happens.
How do I get started?
Oh, so now you want guidance from management? I don't know. Talk to the other veteran superstars you admire and see where your experiences lead you. And remember, this isn't an opportunity everyone is so lucky to receive. You're going to want to take some big swings if you want to make the most of this.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at you, Rhea. Is there a problem?
You tell me. What do you want?
I want you to show me how to harness brutality in the ring.
You? You don't understand what you're talking about.
Had some pretty wild matches before coming to WWE. I know more about it than you think.
Brutality is about more than just being powerful and fierce in the ring. It's making people fear you and what you're doing next. It's being unexpected. It's bringing the chaos without restraint.
That. I want to do that. I want you to show me how to harness brutality.
What, do I have a sign that says free lessons or something? I can't help you. You can help yourself though, provided you're not too weak.
I'm certainly not too weak.
Then cause some chaos and do it somewhere unexpected.
Maybe a different brand then.
Sure. Show up unannounced and decimate some opponents just for the hell of it. That's a pretty solid calling card. But I'm not going to hold your hand. Who are you going to actually take out?
Feeling like Xia Li and Indy Hartwell could use some chaos.
Just don't play nice when you get there. Kind of defeats the purpose.
Wow. Well, with interesting turn of events going on
Please
here.
tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out,
We've
yeah.
heard new
Please tell me
look
all the bad,
after
the
getting
good, till my head full of every
creative
single doubt,
control.
yeah. Please
We've
say
gone
any
for a
negative
more
thought, I pop
extreme
off when I hear
version
people
of
say I
what we've
cannot. I
been
get off
seeing
to the
so
top, when
far.
I'm wrong,
I like
to
it.
the
You
top, so
guys
you better
let me
back
know
off and
what
get
you
lost.
think of the
I'ma
new
stay
look.
loud, stay proud,
We're
never
sticking
running
with a
out,
vibe.
never
We're
heading
sticking
south.
with
I'll
the
be spinning
nomad
out,
kind
call
of
it what I'm at.
mentality,
Can't
the
put me down,
nomad
gotta get
kind of
now.
look.
You can never doubt,
I
not what
think
I'm
it
about.
suits
Have you
LAZZARA.
loud,
I think
if
it
you're raining
suits
now,
what
I
we're
keep
going
it sound.
for.
Go another round, don't let them down,
I'm
can't stop
happy
me
with it. I
now.
hope that you guys are too. But what about what we've just heard from Alexia? Now she's got complete total control. She's gone over to Rhea Ripley, and I feel like for the kind of powerhouse wrestler that LAZZARA is, that's a good way to go. But can Rhea help LAZZARA outside of the ring? Can she help her start to fit in? Because I feel like that is why we have been given total control. Regal said himself already, LAZZARA is a really good wrestler. She gets it done in the ring, and we've been saying that ourselves this whole series. But she struggled to be somebody. She struggled to make a real, that's what LAZZARA is kind of thing. That's what we know her for. And I think that's why Regal has given us total control. He wants to see more of the personality now. And, well, she's been told to create some chaos by Ripley. A Raw superstar going over to SmackDown. We was tasked with breaking, basically, a kendo stick on Indy Hartwell. We've done that, but still we need to attack Xia Li with a steel chair, which in a triple threat match is actually, it's proven more difficult than you might think, because every time you try and do something, the third wheel gets in the way and kind of puts a stop on that. So this match went for a good while, which is why it's been cut down. We're already, with the cuts I've already made, at 19 minutes and 20 seconds for this episode, and there is still so much more to come. But look at Indy Hartwell snapping here. She's the one now bringing the chaos, breaking that same kendo stick, well, a different one obviously, but doing what LAZZARA had done to her and breaking a kendo stick over the head. And now it's down to Hartwell and Xia Li for the time being. Trying to outmaneuver Xia Li with a weapon is not the greatest thing. If we've seen her entrance, like, she is extremely comfortable with the striking, with the weapons, and is actually a pretty good matchup for LAZZARA, which is why I made the decision to take her on. but of course you had to go for a triple threat situation, and that's why I leant towards Xia Li and Indy Hartwell to see if Alexia could outstrike Xia Li. She has just flatlined Indy Hartwell, ducks underneath the clothesline of Xia Li, who we was just talking about, who's now going to be placed up on the shoulders and eat the biggest strike that LAZZARA has got. That good night knee strikes once more. And here we go now. It's 1, it's 2. It's very clever from LAZZARA. Knock out Xia Li, but pin Indy Hartwell. Give him minimum chance for that third wheel to get in the way once more. So we've done what Ricky has asked of us. Now what is she gonna think of that? Geneva is like, wow, didn't expect to see you on SmackDown tonight. And where did all that extra aggression come from? I think that's come from all of that built frustration that we've had since signing here and not being able to do our thing. That's where I think that the aggression has come from. But Geneva was definitely shocked by it. Indy Hartwell as well. What was all that about, Alexia LAZZARA? I don't come to your house and act like that, so nobody's happy with what we've done. Let's see if Rhea is happy here.
Although maybe it was a one-off.
It wasn't a one-off. I'm not pretending. Why are you here?
I like watching people flounder. It's fun. And I'm not convinced. Who hurt you anyway?
What?
No, seriously? Who hurt you? Chaos is one thing, but my brutality has a message. Every time I step into the ring, I'm making a statement to the world that there are no limits to what I'll do to get what I want. So next time you step in the ring, consider what you're fighting for. What makes you angry enough to go all the way? Everyone else be damned. And who you're going after to make your point.
Who I'm going after?
For instance, do you want to challenge the toughest of the tough, or pick someone who may be very talented but is also more innocent? That's what I'm talking about. Targeted brutality.
Right, guys, the decision making here, we are going to take Roxanne Perez because already in this episode we've had the fight with Shayna Baszler and beat her, so it makes no sense to do that again.
No excuses for those who try to follow the rules. I'm demanding a match with Roxanne Perez.
Demanding. I like it. And work on your gear. If you're going to be associated with me, you'd better look the part.
So, we're associated now?
Shut up.
So low-key, it seems that what we did has actually impressed Rhea Ripley, and we have another new look now. Personally, I think what we was wearing before is closer to what Ripley actually is, and that wasn't by design either. But we'll take it. We have another new look in this match. We have beaten the holy hell out of Roxanne Perez. Alexia LAZZARA has just absolutely run through Perez in this match, but it wasn't enough to just pick up the win. We're trying to make a statement here, so we have really punished Perez. Unfortunately for her, we've already, like I mentioned before the match got underway, we've already fought Baszler in this episode, so for the content, I didn't want to do that again, and we're going to take Perez out instead, and we really are taking her out as well. We've got to Irish whip her into the barricade before this one can end, so you can see the mindset, really living what's going on here in this story at the moment, and sending that brutal message that Ripley wants to send, that Alexia LAZZARA wants to send as well. Seems like she's really enjoying this creative freedom already that she was given by Mr. Regal at the top of this episode. Long gone already, it feels like, is wearing the all-white ship captain uniform. And we have now started to really find ourselves. We've whipped Roxanne Perez successfully into the barricade, went for the big swing, missed it completely. Perez showing a bit of fights left in her, but it wasn't enough, and LAZZARA is just really feeling herself right now. We're doing everything that has been asked of us at the moment, but what is the new thing? We have got to hit Roxanne Perez with the finisher outside of the ring. So the fact that LAZZARA has just put Perez back into the middle of the ring means she ain't done yet. She's still enjoying dishing this punishment out, and we mentioned it when Geneva texted us after the Hartwell Zia Lee triple threat match. There is a lot of frustration that has been building inside of Alexia LAZZARA since starting this WWE run, just really feeling like she's been restricted by Troy and by management and creative, and now she is just letting all of that out. And unfortunately, Roxanne Perez has found herself in the wrong place at totally the wrong time with absolutely the wrong person, but she continues to fight back. Does Perez eat a chin breaker though for her troubles, and LAZZARA still is just dishing the beats out in this one. And I think the statement definitely has been made. But what does LAZZARA think? Is she just literally bullying Roxanne Perez at this point? Let's not forget LAZZARA, for her striking ability. She's a real powerhouse. She moves quickly, she moves suddenly, she strikes hard, but she is in damn good shape. She is a physically dominating woman, and we're seeing that now as Perez's head is bounced off of the Raw announce table, and bang, that good night knee hits again, and that is probably that for Roxanne Perez. But we can't let it be that at the moment, because I don't know if LAZZARA's noticed, because she seems happy to be going for the count out right now. We're up to 8, but she's got to pin Roxanne Perez in the middle of the ring, and she just does not seem interested in doing that. Perez though showing a lot of heart and determination there to get up from that good night knee before the 10 count, get herself back into the ring and doing more than that. Nice Russian leg sweep, float over into the cover, but LAZZARA looks more annoyed by that than anything else, as she kicked out quickly, eats a DDT though for her troubles, and Roxanne Perez is firing up. She seems to be finding a second wind right now, and realising that she's in for the fight of her life right now. This is much more beyond just winning a match. She hits the sunset flip bomb. LAZZARA kicks out before the ref even gets into position to start the count, and that has got to be so disheartening for Perez. You hear the crowd, they're loving what they are seeing right now, but Roxanne Perez certainly is not, as LAZZARA just waiting for her to get off, flatlines her just for the sake of it. Is she going to go for the pin? No, she's going to dish out even more punishment, as again up onto the shoulders goes Perez, flipped over, bam, good night knee from Alexia LAZZARA, and this one is done. 1, 2, wait, it is not done. LAZZARA's got more punishment that she wants to dish out here, taking Perez over into the corner and just shot after shot to the temple and the side of the head with that top buckle. And the brutality, it seems to be the theme of this episode, all of a sudden is pouring out of Alexia LAZZARA right now, who grabs herself a steel chair. She had this so well in hand. I mentioned during the match though, even though I didn't see this coming, that this is far beyond, it seems, just about winning a match right now. LAZZARA begging the crowd to get behind her with this. She realises the crowd are not going to. Is she going to put the chair down? No, she's not. She's going to swing it and crack the back of Roxanne Perez, and it might have only been one strike, but it wasn't about the strike, the number of strikes. It's about the message that has just sent. Alexia LAZZARA has turned over a new leaf,
Please tell me
it
that I
seems,
can't, that I
in
won't, that I
this
fail, that I'll never make it
episode.
out, yeah.
Heel turn.
Please tell me all the bad news are
It's
good, fill my
bad.
head full of every single doubt, yeah.
Alexia
Please say
has
any
been
negative thoughts I
born
pop off when I
in
hear
this
people say I
episode,
cannot. I
and
can't
guys,
to the top,
we are
doing
gonna
everyone wrong,
leave
I
it
won't stop
there
to the top, so you
on an
better back off and get
absolute
lost.
cliffhanger.
I'ma stay loud,
What
stay proud,
comes
never
next?
running out, never
Alexia
heading
has
south.
turned
I'll be
her
spreading
back
out, call it what
on
it
the
is,
locker
can't keep
room,
it down.
on the
I'll be
fans,
getting
and
loud, keeping it
everybody
down.
else,
Now what
and
I'm
she
about,
has
have
gone
it
into
loud.
business
If you
for
running out, I
herself.
can make it sound.
So
Go
if
another
you want to
round,
find
tell me
out
about,
what
can't stop
that
me now.
entails, what is going to happen with LAZZARA, then please do make sure that you're subscribed. That like button has been hit to let me know that you're still enjoying these episodes. There is a lot more to come, and Universe is on its way too. There might be 2 or 3 different variants of Universe on the channel this season. We'll have to wait and see. I don't want to make any promises yet because of the thing I'm not talking about is dragging on, guys. But stay with me, honestly, we have got a lot of fun stuff to come on this channel. But for this episode, I've already took up half an hour of your day. Thanks so much for being here. You are truly appreciated. I can't even begin to tell you how much. And I can't wait to get back with you guys again to see where Alexia LAZZARA is going to take it. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'll see you soon. For now,
Give me fuel,
bye-bye.
it's a tool that I use to